Good day everyone, and welcome to a new video. Today we'll be watching Breaking the Cold War with Bad Translations by StarvHarv, also recommended by Caesar71 in chat. So
I took
yeah,
Wikipedia's
let's start.
timeline of the Cold War and ran it through Google Translate 50 times using languages with the worst translation quality. This
Oh, he's gonna become something that doesn't even make sense. He's gonna get.
was the result. April to April 1945, US and UK fear Stalin's withdrawal and invasion of Poland. March to April 1945, British pound. Russian officials involved in Operation Vostok, President Roosevelt's second major, denied the allegations. Please stop moving.
What?
And then April 12th, 1945, President Roosevelt dies. Vice President Harry St. Louis dies. You hate to see it. August 9th, Japan did not react when Truman authorized a second nuclear attack on Nagasaki. Live Japan reaction. September 2nd, Japan surrendered to General Douglas. MacArthur led the liberation of Russia and
I can't even say I can't even understand how wrong this is because I don't know the full Cold War.
its allies. There's two people now. You on Team Douglas or Team MacArthur? On July 4th, Philip declared independence from the United States and entered the war against Hezbollah.
What?
What? February 25th, Bo Russia win.
Who is Borussia?
Bo Russia. On June 5th, Secretary of State George Marshall announces a major economic plan for war in Western Europe. This is the world through the eyes of the Marshall Islands. The islands have eyes. December 30th, Romania. King Michael defeated Agia Georgios died. This empire was overthrown and the Roman Republic was
What? How? Um, this is a fever dream.
established. 1948, January the 30th, Mahatma Gandhi is beheaded. On June 24th, Stalin visited France. Stalin closed all land routes from West Germany to Berlin. British and American troops arrive in Berlin. In response, the three Western powers flew fighter planes to Berlin and occupied it. On the 28th of June, Stalin blocked the streets of West Berlin and launched a hunger strike. It's just him on his own doing it. 1949. On August 29th, the Soviet Union tested its first atomic bomb. At a time when the Soviet Union was the second largest nuclear power in the world, the United States successfully tested the Yo-Yam.
What's your yam?
Last October, President Tran Dai Quang announced the creation of a computer-based government for
I don't think that government would work very well.
a quarter of the world's population. On June 25th, North Korea invaded South Korea, beginning the Korean War. The council put the house on a hill. Bloody council had done it.
Huh?
October 2nd, US forces crossed the 30th parallel and attacked South Korea. Are they on the North Korean side now? On October 22nd, China sent 30,000 troops to the People's Republic of China.
What? They sent the troops from China to China.
And he's gone. Where has he gone?
Who is gone?
On November 9th, UN forces moved to the Yalu River. China sent 500,000 troops to attack North Korea and forced UN troops to attack South Korea.
What the heck?
They've turned on their own side. On April 11th, General Douglas shot and killed President Harry S. Truman. He's had enough. He's going to use the atomic weapons. Don't worry though. On October 10th, President Truman signs the Mutual Security Act. So he didn't actually die. 1953. The Korean War ended on July 27th when President Eisenhower threatened the United States with the development of nuclear weapons. I'll do it.
I think it was other way around.
We've already got them. I like how they were like, all right, he's serious now, we better stop. September 7th, leader Nikita Khrushchev and rival Lavrentiy Beria are assassinated in December. 1954, April to June, McCarthy fans protest the army. McCarthy game should be televised in the US. Let me play McCarthy game, please. On May 17th, Hezbollah takes control of the Philippines. On August 11th,
Okay.
the CCP set fire to Taiwan. The accident happened on the coast of Taiwan Island. The accident. Oopsies!
Oops, we just grilled and it got out of control and we didn't put it out.
May 5th, army invades West Germany.
Which one?
It doesn't say which one though. On 1956, Khrushchev delivers a speech at the 20th Congress of the Communist Party of China. He says, "Towards the people and the people's influence," which focused on the beginning of Stalinism.
Beginning?
US and UK cut funding for Egypt's Swan High Dam construction because the rebels bought weapons. NASA developed the Suez Canal. The 29th of October, crisis in Sweden. France, Israel, and Britain fly to Egypt to attack NASA. Canada
Okay.
opens the door to Ambassador Lester B. Pearson. UN Peace Prize Prime Minister of Canada awarded the Nobel Peace Prize to Lester B. Pearson. I think he wants us to know that he has a Nobel Peace Prize. November 6th, Dwight Eisenhower loses the presidential election to Adele Stevenson. December, North
Can he sing?
Vietnamese rebellion begins in North Vietnam with Vietnamese aid. 15.5, British darts.
That.
1958, Languinary, Memoirs of Pope Mao. August, a Raytheon intercontinental ballistic missile is launched from Moscow towards Britain. On August 23, China began dropping atomic bombs. This was the beginning of the Second Taiwan War. The Cold War has just become hot very quickly.
Okay.
September 1st, Iceland starts water supply. That killed the mood very quickly. The British protested and sent ships to the area. Iceland just got water for the first time and the British were like, October 11, the author has moved. It's
Who is the author?
November, Berlin Crisis 1958, 1959, Euro 1959. December 6th, continue running 3 ads.
What? They had ads?
Is this when YouTube was established? 1959. January 2nd is the first month.
No, it's February.
However, he flew 5,990 kilometers without using an aeroplane.
It's a Superman.
He is just so powerful. March 3rd, Moon Artist 4. This image was taken as it traveled 60,000 kilometers from the moon to the moon, which is
Huh? What?
32,000 kilometers away.
I'm not good at quick math, but that should be 64, not 60,000.
September, Khrushchev visits the United States for 13 days, but is not allowed to visit Disneyland.
Yeah, he was for sure sad about that. Big sad.
To the sea. Sea time!
What? Yeah, you can't even come up this one high. I don't know what Google Translate took.
December, Viet Cong NEC is established in North Vietnam. It is a communist revolution that overthrew the communist regime in North Korea. It is found in northern Vietnam and USSR. I like how they had a communist revolution to overthrow a communist government. 1960, April. Jupiter will test an intercontinental ballistic missile, like Britain's Raytheon, at
What has Mars to do with this?
Morotto in Moscow, Italy. June.
Yeah. I remember my vacation to Moscow, Italy.
Conflict between China and the Soviet Union. Chinese leaders were not satisfied with the Soviet treatment of slaves. The computer was invented and the war with the USSR began. The third Cold War has begun.
The third. Oh.
I started having a similar problem on July 5th.
What the heck is? Okay.
August 11th, Chad retires from golf. No.
Ah. Yeah. Yeah. 7-0 in the chat for Chad.
No. On September 23rd, Khrushchev addressed the United Nations General Assembly in New York. I went to America for a month. May
Good to know, good to know.
5th, Alan Shepard becomes the first American to travel to space, successfully campaigning for freedom. May 19th, Jupiter retains Jupiter's shipland. It will be the first spacecraft to fly from Jupiter to Earth. I think Jupiter is like the entire planet is like united and also
Okay, so Jupiter, not Mars. Okay.
involved in the Cold War somehow. October 17th, unification of the Ukrainian SSR and the Ukrainian SSR.
Huh? Is it some kind of I don't know what? Is it multiple personalities disorder? So the Ukrainian SSR from one side unites with the other part of it? What?
It's the Cuban Missile Crisis. October 16th, USSR builds nuclear power plant in Cuba. USSR agrees to non-binding agreement. Kennedy confirmed to Cuba about nuclear missiles and promised to destroy US missiles. And Castro betrayed Turkey and Italy. What? Why?
Huh? Okay. Okay. Okay.
December 7th, rebellion against British rule in Brunei. This match will be the first match between Indonesia and Malaysia.
Okay.
On August 5th, Great Britain and the Soviet Union signed the Pacific Treaty. It's not an underground nuclear bomb. It's not. Trust me on this. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. November 22nd, John F. Kennedy is injured and dies in Dallas. Some believe the communist government or the CIA is responsible, but they still need treatment. Kennedy was
Well, the ones who believe still need treatment. They're still a bit crazy.
inaugurated as the President of the United States by Vice President Lyndon Johnson. On January 27th, 1964, France recognized the People's Republic of China. On February 10th, the People's Republic of China severs diplomatic relationships with France. It didn't last long. On September the 24th, Mozambique and Lithuania begin the Mozambique War of Independence. Portugal's not involved in this. Taking it out on Lithuania instead. November 28th, Sailor Moon 4 is released.
Okay, that's very important history event.
1965, March 23rd. See the top 9 matches. The Belarusian
What?
government declared independence on November 11th, and Harold Wilson recognized independence as British Prime Minister. No one recognized Rhodesia, but Portuguese neighbours, including Mozambique and South Africa, vowed to overthrow the African Empire. 1967. On March 12th, Emperor Suharto died and declared himself President of Indonesia.
I guess they have a dead president now.
East African countries, such as the Soviet Union, the People's Republic of
What?
East African countries, such as the Soviet Union,
Yeah, now it makes sense. I missed that part.
the People's Republic of China, and North Korea. Indonesian treaty was signed by Suharto and the United States. The new football season brings the capital and foreign countries into Indonesia. China dropped its first nuclear bomb on June 17th, 2017.
When is this video from? Wait. 2 years ago. Okay.
I must have missed that. July 1st, war
Me too.
begins. Don't know which one, just war.
Is it first one? Is it second one? Is it the cold one? Is it the hot one? Is it just the right one?
Any of them. Pick one. The 21st to the 27th of December. Eighth moon Apollo enters lunar orbit for the first time. He made 10 orbits before returning to Earth,
Is that some kind of ritual?
but never landed on the moon. He has become, like, supernaturally powerful now. He was powerful before, but he wasn't orbiting the Earth powerful. He arrived in the United States from New Armstrong Airport on July 20th. July 25th, the Vietnam War begins. American troops left Vietnam and war began in South Vietnam. September 1st, Colonel Muammar Gaddafi overthrows the Libyan government. Libya, an ally of Britain and the Soviet Union, was killed. Rest in peace. A moment of silence for Libya, please. The entire country was killed. 1970. August 17th includes Wolves 7.
What's Wolves 7?
December 15th to the 7th is Thursday.
How did they go back in time?
He becomes the first astronaut to land on another planet. 1971. Idi Amin's victory in Uganda on January 25th was a joke. My favourite one is just March 28th. Say no more. September, Prime Minister Edward Heath expels 105 Soviet officials from Britain. His leg was cut off with a sword. December 2nd, Mars 3 approaches Earth and makes measures. He
Makes measures.
landed on Mars for the first time. However, it is spread for less than 20 seconds. September 28th, 2019, Canada's biggest event, the Soviet Hockey Series. September 11th, 1973, Chilean Revolution. King Augustus Pinochet killed King Augustus.
Did he have some kind of middle life crisis or what?
On June 28th, the beginning of Moscow. On April 18th, Khmer Rouge invaded Cambodia, led by Paul Home. Who? May 12th, Mayaguez incident. The US Navy intervenes between the Khmer Rouge and the United States, rescuing the ship and its crew.
Okay.
He leads the team
Oh, it's him.
to failure. He's losing it a bit. My favorite month, Julia. The Apollo
Julie.
program has already started. This was the first flight of the joint Soviet-American space program. A successful mission is seen as a sign of space flight. November.
Space flight.
Condoms are sent to South America.
No comment.
The terrorist attack against him took place on November 29th.
Who is he?
On June 29th, Syria will withdraw from the United Nations and join the United Nations.
He's switching sides very fast, but he's not making any progress.
July 20th, return to the United States. Leave Thailand. September 9th, Mr. Mao Shandong. Mr. Mao Shandong, everybody.
And what with him? What?
1978, Independence Day in England. Chinese President Xi Jinping said on December 18th that China will continue to promote innovation and open up to the outside world.
Okay.
On December 25th, a communist government was established in Afghanistan. Visit Vietnam and Cambodia, please.
Is that an order?
May 4th, Ellie Margaret is elected Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. John Paul II visits Poland for the first time. He was born in Poland.
Okay. I wouldn't understand the joke without the elaboration.
But this is the first time he's ever visited that. On December 12th, NATO threatened to develop nuclear weapons in Western Europe. He has played this game twice.
Who is he?
Is he like a fourth wall break? He's actually controlling everything. And this is his second playthrough. It would explain a lot.
Hmm.
May the 17th. Marx Lenin government and Peruvian army. Very good. On
That's not very good propaganda.
July 3rd, the CIA launched a counter-Soviet operation against African Union forces in Afghanistan. August 31st, after Lenin attacks Gdansk port, Poland signs the Treaty of Gdansk. 1981, January 20th, Ronald Reagan is elected 40th President of the United States. She was elected thanks to President Reagan's anti-Semitic
She?
policies. On December 13th, UN Secretary General Wojciech Chasky called for the abolition of the right to life in order to settle political differences between the Chinese Communist Party and I'm calling
We need a whole Netflix series of this.
for the abolition of the right to live.
I mean, of this whole video.
1982, on the 24th, President Ronald Reagan announced the Caribbean Initiative to prevent the collapse of communism in local government. This universe is Ronald Reagan. It's very different. April 2nd, the United States invades the Falkland Islands. This was the beginning of the Falklands War.
I don't. I lost.
Brand new He law just dropped. The 30th of May. He is from Spain. Born in Spain.
So he is Spanian.
Oh, the more He law. The Communist Party of Sri Lanka was banned on the 30th of July. He can be called the youngest son of the Soviet Revolution. This is giving some background to He now. I like it. In October, American forces invaded the Caribbean
Okay, we can watch that video after this one.
island of Grenada. He overthrew the communist government, overthrew the Cuban army, and stopped the Soviets from building an airport. May the 24th.
We need a Netflix movie about him.
Congress adopts the Borland Convention. He condemned aid to the rebels. August 11th, Soviet Union President Ronald Reagan mocks Mike during testimony week.
Who is Mike?
President Reagan says, "I am America."
Not yet.
I am delighted to sign Russia with. Each 5 minutes is burning.
Ooh. I would like to watch the lore about he after the mashed potatoes in in shower videos.
What?
What did he say? I'm delighted sign Russia with each 5 minutes time is
Each 5 minutes is burning.
is this I don't know.
What? 1985, February 6th. The Reagan Doctrine calls on the United States to support communist revolutions in third world countries. On April 22nd, the National Assembly elected members of the National Reform Commission. He was convicted of crimes against humanity and war crimes in Argentina from 1976 to 1983. God created human beings with life.
God created things with life. So the start of the universe began during the Cold War when God created humans with life this time.
November 21st, Ronald Reagan and Gorbachev meet twice, parentheses 3 times, for a conference in Geneva, Switzerland. There's a new character just dropped. 1986. She was elected the first female Prime Minister of the Philippines. 1989, January the 20th, George W. Bush was elected as the 41st President of the United States. Not H.W. Bush, but George W. Bush. February the 2nd, Soviet forces withdraw from Afghanistan. And then on March 15th, civil war broke out in Afghanistan, and Soviet troops were expelled from the country.
What?
You just keep getting kicked out. Tiananmen Square massacre on June 4th left dozens dead after the Chinese government cracked down on protests in Beijing. Not thousands, just dozens. On November the 17th to the 28th, the Grape Revolution ends in Czechoslovakia. The day after the Malta summit, Soviet President Mikhail Gorbachev and American President George W. Bush announced they had signed a permanent peace treaty. Many observers saw the meeting as the official start of the Cold War.
Huh?
Those ones were a bit stupid, though, so ignore them. 1990. 29th of May. Boris was elected president. Yeltsin, Russia.
What?
1991. Albany's ruling Labour Party dissolved on June 12th. August the 22nd. Add and add not.
Oh, we got some philosophy.
That is the question. Turkey declared independence on October 26th. The majority voted for the independence from the Soviet Union. Turkey was part of the Soviet Union the whole time. We didn't know. December 22nd, beginning of the French War.
What the heck am I watching?
President Bush received a phone call from President Yeltsin and gave a birthday speech on December 25th.
Oh, that was nice of him.
You know the Cold War. I hope you do.
You know the Cold War.
Because you just watched a video about it. And then, December 26th, the Ukrainian parliament dissolved the Soviet Union, and America became the only country in the world.
Of course it did. Proud to be American. I'm not American, I'm German. Okay. That was interesting. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in another video, I guess.